Let me ask you something before we dive in. Are you ready to cultivate wisdom and virtue? No, I'm serious. Think about it. Are you truly prepared to wake up every single day with the resolve to master yourself and live according to reason? Because if you are, then I've got 9 Stoic principles you need to embrace every day to train your mind and fortify your character. These truths will guide you, keep you focused, and remind you of your inner strength. And I've left one important question for you in the comment section, because your reflections are as valuable as any philosophical insight. Check it out, and let's grow in wisdom together. Number 1, I am complete within myself. This isn't arrogance. This is self-understanding. Understanding that your worth comes from your character, not external validation. Every day you wake up, you must tell yourself, my value is determined by my actions and virtue. Because if you don't recognize your own intrinsic worth, how can you expect others to? This doesn't mean looking down on others, but acknowledging the rational being within you. The world will try to shake your resolve, but when you know your principles are sound, you don't waver for doubt or fear. You stop letting external circumstances define you. You stop second-guessing your principles. You walk into every situation with equanimity, knowing your character is your true fortress. Every step you take is intentional. You don't shy away from challenges. You embrace them as opportunities to practice virtue. True strength isn't about being better than others. It's about being better than your previous self. When you believe this, your actions will reflect inner harmony. Wisdom starts with understanding yourself, and tranquility flows from within. Keep that insight strong, and watch as you become unmoved by life's fluctuations. Number 2, I can choose my response. Too many people live trapped by their initial reactions. Let me tell you something, you always have a choice. You can choose your response to any situation. The only true limitations are the judgments you place on events. When you tell yourself every day, I choose my response, you liberate yourself from reactive living. Don't wait for perfect conditions to exercise your reason. You can always choose wisdom. It's not about waiting for the right moment, but creating inner calm in any moment. Your potential for rational thought is limitless, but it starts with deliberate choice. Every person facing adversity has experienced impulse and emotion, but the wise don't let that control them. They respond with measured reason. Every time you pause and choose rationally, you're moving closer to mastery, one moment at a time. So don't just react, reflect. The key is self-discipline. Moment by moment, you cultivate inner strength. Remove automatic reactions from your repertoire and replace them with thoughtful responses. If you practice enough, you'll transform your very nature. Number 3, my perspective determines my reality. You know what's powerful? Too many people live in mental turmoil when inner peace is available, but they're too busy focusing on circumstances beyond their control. Every single morning, say to yourself, my perspective shapes my experience. I don't care what happened yesterday. I don't care if today feels challenging. You've got to keep your mind focused on what you can control. The obstacles you face today are just opportunities for growth. Your challenges are lessons, not punishments. Every time you feel overwhelmed, remember that your judgment about a situation matters more than the situation itself. You are not defined by external events, but by how you interpret them. And where your mind goes, there your experience follows. So trust your capacity for reason, keep learning, and never lose sight of your inner landscape. Every external storm passes, and your inner calm remains constant. Stay patient, stay philosophical. Number 4, I am cultivating wisdom daily. Growth. That's what truly matters. You're not going to wake up tomorrow as a sage, but you can wake up tomorrow more reflective than you were yesterday. Every single day, you are becoming more discerning, more disciplined, more understanding. Say it. I am cultivating wisdom each day. And when you see your intellectual and moral development, you'll realize how transformative consistent reflection is. Growth isn't always visible, but it's happening. Every challenge you face is teaching you. Every mistake is an opportunity for deeper understanding. When you embrace this mindset, you stop being harsh on yourself for imperfection and start celebrating intellectual progress. Each day is an opportunity to examine your assumptions, to learn, and to align more closely with virtue. You might not have all the answers yet, but you're on the path of continuous improvement. Every moment of reflection, no matter how small, is progress. Embrace the journey of self-development and know that every lesson you internalize is refining your character. Number 5. I will practice disciplined effort. Wisdom is not granted, it is earned through consistent practice. You've got to commit to your principles, you've got to be willing to live them. There are no shortcuts to character development. If you want to grow, you have to be willing to put in the philosophical work. So tell yourself every morning, I will practice disciplined effort. Because while others are drifting, you'll be intentionally shaping your character, pushing your understanding, becoming more virtuous. True development doesn't come to the passive, it comes to the committed. Disciplined effort builds resilience, and resilience builds wisdom. You're going to have days where principles feel challenging, but those who progress are those who remain consistent. They push through discomfort, through doubt, through external distractions. Remember, consistent philosophical practice beats sporadic inspiration. So don't just admire wisdom, embody it. The path may be demanding, but inner tranquility is worth every moment of effort. Consistency in practice is key. When you invest in your character, profound transformation follows. Number 6. No excuses for my growth. Let me tell you something. Excuses are the enemies of personal development. Excuses are nothing but sophisticated ways of avoiding responsibility for our own improvement. No excuses. You're not too tired, not too busy, not too anything to pursue wisdom. Stop telling yourself what you cannot do and start focusing on what you can learn. Every time you make an excuse, you're surrendering your potential for growth. So, no more. No excuses. Philosophy doesn't wait for convenient moments. It demands constant engagement. Every time you make an excuse, you're postponing your intellectual and moral development. You either commit to growth or you commit to stagnation. It's that simple. Wise individuals don't waste time blaming circumstances. They take ownership of their development and seek understanding. So today, start holding yourself accountable. Refuse to let excuses define your philosophical journey. Every excuse is a missed opportunity for self-improvement. Number 7. I am capable of extraordinary character. Do you feel that inner call to excellence? That's your rational nature beckoning you toward virtue. You were meant to develop extraordinary character. You weren't created to merely exist. You were designed to pursue wisdom. You've got a purpose of continuous self-improvement. And every single day, you need to remind yourself that excellence is within your reach. You were born for this. Don't settle for mediocrity when philosophical depth awaits. You were designed with the capacity for reason, a gift that transcends ordinary living. Don't keep it dormant. You owe it to yourself to cultivate your highest potential. Every time you doubt yourself, remember that you have the power to choose virtue. Every challenge you face is preparing you for deeper understanding. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about becoming the most rational version of yourself. So walk in your philosophical purpose and never forget, You are capable of extraordinary character. Number 8. External opinions do not define me. You know what happens when you start living with philosophical integrity? People will react. They'll criticize, they'll misunderstand, they'll challenge your path. But guess what? Their opinions do not determine my worth. Let them speak, let them doubt. Their words cannot shake my commitment to wisdom. Their judgments cannot interrupt my pursuit of virtue. You're focused on inner development, so don't give people the power to disrupt your philosophical journey. You've got too much personal growth to accomplish to worry about superficial perspectives. Opinions are merely words, not truth. The reality is, most people project their own limitations onto others. What truly matters is your commitment to reason and virtue. If you believe in your philosophical path, if you're dedicated to your personal development, then external noise becomes irrelevant. Stay focused on your inner landscape. Don't let outside perspectives disturb your tranquility. Number 9. Life is an opportunity for wisdom. At the end of the day, no matter how deeply you study, no matter how many principles you embrace, you've got to remember, life is a precious opportunity for philosophical growth. Don't waste a single moment. Don't let distractions steal your focus. Don't take your capacity for reason for granted. Every day you're alive is a chance to develop wisdom, to practice virtue, to align with your highest principles. Wake up with intention, live with purpose, and always remember that life is too short for anything less than philosophical excellence. We often get so caught up in daily concerns that we forget the bigger picture of personal development. This life, these moments, they're fleeting. So while you're pursuing wisdom, don't forget to appreciate the journey of continuous learning. Take time to reflect, to understand, to grow fully. Time is your most precious resource, so don't waste it on trivial pursuits. Make every moment count. Surround yourself with philosophical insights and never lose sight of your potential for growth. So there you have it, 9 Stoic principles to embrace every single day, because you deserve to live a life of wisdom, purpose, and virtue. And remember, I left a question in the comment section. I want to hear from you because your philosophical journey matters. Stay focused, stay committed, and keep pushing toward excellence because you are capable of extraordinary character. If you've made it this far, drop 100 in the comments. It shows you are part of the 1% committed to continuous philosophical growth.